Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera. My name Ahmad Fauzan bin Zakaria and my team Abdul Basit bin Othman, Kevin Anak Joseph, Anas bin Cik Omar, Muhammad Ikram Arif bin Muhammad Taufiq. Introduction. Communication theory provides a framework for discussing and understanding essential event, process and commitment and complex communication. The communication theory discussing a three main part: a sender, a message and a receiver. The communication theory was proposed by SF Sounder in years 1980. Has stated all living beings standing on the planet communication through the way of communication is different. Communication can be through of a human process of sending and receiving messages of information. According to Heblis and Whereas 1992, for example, sees communication as a process by which a person shares information, ideas and feelings. While Bernays 1975 considered communication as a process human-to-human interaction in which people speak and exchange opinion, gesture of symbol, word of view to member is exchange, information influencing behavior, proceeding of event changing consumer services of mental. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I Abdul Basit Osman, metric number 288993. I want to present about background of the communication theory. Communication theory has become from a variety of history sources including classic, oratory and literary traditional. Enlightenment era idea of society and the mind of post-World War to afford to comprehend propaganda and the link among media and society. Community theory may also fall with our variety by instinct dominant of interest including information theory, rhetoric and speech, interpersonal communication, organization communication, social culture communication, political communication, computer medium communication and critical perspective of media communication. The history of communication is actually the same as history of human civilization that has started since God created Adam and Hawa on earth. This even so, until now there is no documentation that explain the form and style of communication that occurred between Adam and Hawa. At the time that or several generations thereafter, either in form of language or symbol and sign used to communicate between them. The next topic is theory concept. A theory is defined as a law to explain phenomena according to a particular point of view. Kerrigan and Shield 1998 is Chetsu Mustafa said a theory is also a statement that contain concept to describe, explain, predict or understand as well as control, whereas construct an explanation of phenomenon. A theory is a system of ideas aimed to explain something, especially based on general ideas that are independent of things being explained. A theory is rational type of abstract thinking about phenomenon or the result of such thinking. The process of complicated and rational thinking is often associated with such process as observational study and research. A modern science, the term theory refers to scientific theory, a well-confirmed type of explanation of nature made in a way consistent with the scientific method and fully the criteria required by modern science.
Hello, my name is Kevin Anak Joseph 289313. For assumption of the theory. Theories are analysis method for explaining, revealing, and understanding a certain subject. There are theories in a wide range of academic topics, including all the human art and science. In basic mathematical logic, especially in model theory, the form of theories is explored. Application employ theories as abstraction of actual phenomena, and the subsequent theorism offer solution for real issue. Example of the include probability, geometry, and arithmetic with abstract conception of surface. A theory is made up of collection for verses that are 100% truthful facts about the topic at issue. The accuracy of each one of these claims, though, is always dependent on the whole theory. Next, how the theories can be used to handle problems. We may utilize the theories to plan ahead and manage our communication. We attempt to predict the course of our relation when we communicate so that we may keep some measure of control. At an event, imagine that you wish to chat to someone you like. You think a T-Rex. You will approach that circumstance in a way that will increase its likelihood of success for applying some form of theory about how to communicate with others. Like in many instances of change of communication effectively increase with the quality of your theoretical viewpoint, while theories assist us in performing in daily interaction at more inspected and controller level, even though they cannot fully anticipate and control conversation.
My name is Muhammad Ikram Arif bin Muhammad Taufik, metric ID 289362. By giving new perspective on social and cultural realities, theory might assist us in challenging them. People occasionally make the error of believing that our communication patterns are natural instead of learned. That is incorrect. Persons utilize critical theories to pose concern about the status quo of human communication, focusing in particular on how humans use communication to benefit and favor certain people or group in order to challenge the communication norm we are learned. Critique of the theory. There are many advantages or benefits of theory to us. There is, the theory can guide us in decision making and taking action. Secondly, the theory can help us to identify pattern of event in the environment so that expectation can be made about a phenomenon. Allows us make the decision based on interests aligned with forecast and expectation. Can help a person to become more efficient and able to adapt to other of changing in situation. Allows a person to adapt to complex situation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anas bin Omar, numeric 290038. Summarize theory communication is, in conclusion, basically communication with other and one surroundings. We find the communication process. Two or more people can influence each other's suggestion, opinions, and behaviors, talk this kind of interaction. Number two, communication theory is very important to us. There are several communication of textless that may be related to the sender or the recipient and cause communication to break down. And number three, therefore, understanding the limitation is necessary for efficient communication. It is important to select the appropriate communication channel, since the incorrect medium may weaken the message. And lastly, a scientific theory is a theory may clarify a communication strategy so that you can understand the process much more easily. But it can also confuse concept or distort the relative significance of various aspects based on observation and experiment complete over an extended time frame.